every step you take, like for example, we here, if we take a small step changing weight, we have to change pendulum over that leg and continue driving that pendulum up towards your rib cage to meet with the shoulder, right? So you see, everything you do should have that pendulum action in it. Especially every step should have a, in a way, body weight, the feel of the body weight. How you can feel body weight is when this pendulum change of the hip, you will feel like that you're really standing on one of the legs, right? So do this exercise, change 2, 3, we have cha, cha, cha.
Even the cha-cha-cha.
No, especially cha-cha-cha,
Oh.
everything. And you have a 3 main actions in Cuban motion. It's a pendulum, then we have call it compression, which make pendulum even higher, and rotation. Pendulum, compression. Compression means shoulder meeting with the hip, so it's even higher. Rotation. Pendulum, compression. So in this case, you can do that famous figure 8 type of motion, but today I want you to focus mainly on the pendulum itself. Why? Because let's say if you do a cha-cha step, as you step back, you want to have that pendulum being changed over that leg. If you step forward, you want to have pendulum being changed to the forward leg. If you do small cha-chas, it has to still have a small pendulum. Cha, cha, 1. So every time you take a step, the pendulum should change. And also how fast, how slow we change, it's already your decision, your personal interpretation. But try not change too fast or not change too late. And you see, if let's say I stand on one leg, you can have a high pendulum, which is your hip now is on the free leg. You can have neutral pendulum, and you can have a standing leg pendulum. So it's the 3 categories: high, neutral, standing leg. On the standing leg, you will feel very grounded, very heavy. In neutral, you'll feel very centered. And on high pendulum, you will feel very elevated. Like on muscle, we call it muscle, muscle, bone. So here you feel like you're standing on your bones. Here you feel like you're standing on your muscle. And this pendulum decides that. Try to avoid being here in neutral.
Okay.
So we don't want to be, we want to always go from high to low. But when we take steps, especially in fast dances, your pendulum gonna get pretty soon to a standing leg. So for example, here, if we step forward, Cuban rock, 2, check, forward walk, 2 pendulum, 3 pendulum, now we have a cha, cha, 1. So pendulum, how to feel it? Find those hip bones in here, small hip bones, and make sure every time you put your heel down on the floor, you're changing the hip bone on top of that foot, and then continue driving it forward and up towards your shoulder. So go pendulum 2, pendulum 3, cha, 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 and 2, 3, cha, cha, cha. Because there is a 3 level of dancing in Latin American dancing. When you start learning, it's a leg dancing. This is only for beginners. It's basically, if you do, let's say, cha-cha, it's going to look like this. 3, cha, just legs, only leg, 2. And it's very good when you just learn something. Then the next level, it's a hip dancing, where you're going to do not just leg, you're going to change pendulum to every step. So you already, instead of legs, you already start feeling the middle of your body. And the highest level is when you already learn hip actions. That hip action can activate your upper body, dancing with the body. But it's only possible when your pendulums are organized. Because when you change pendulum to one of the leg, you have opportunity to start dancing your rib cage and upper body on the opposite side of yourself. Womb. Tick, tick, tick. So the best dancers, they dance with upper body. Medium level dancers, they dance with the hips. And beginner level, when you start, is only legs. So my goal for you today, to make you realize these pendulums and hips, because they will open door for you to start dancing upper body. Okay, so let's go through a couple basics, just having this, and you just feel anytime you step, make sure you don't hold or you don't have it too high. You change your pendulum to the leg which making a step. 2, 3, and go cha, cha, 1. And most of the teachers, when they count rhythm, you count your step, your footwork. Now I want you to count your hips. So if I say 2, it's a hip. If I say 3, it's a hip. Hip, 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 hip. And you see, you already have these body actions happening to you, right? Rather than simply legs. Very good. Now, when you go forward and back, the same idea. So you go 2, pendulum here, 3. Now, when you're going back, you're going to have high pendulum right away. Cha on the ball of the foot. Cha. So it will look like this. Cha. 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 Pendulum here. 1 and 2. 3. Cha, cha, cha. And 2 and 3 and cha, cha, cha. And when you go competitions, judges sometimes say, oh, step is very empty, empty step. So mainly it means empty step is when you take a step and there is no action happen on it. So if you take a step and you have a pendulum on top of it, it's already will not feel empty, will not look empty. And you can add upper body, you can add a lot of things on top of it. Okay, so let's go to your choreography. So when you are doing your choreography, you should never have empty steps. Meaning, let's say if you start your routine with me, you hear. So now here it's kind of we're rocking in between. We're not really on one of the legs. But on count 4, boom, we start switching pendulum here. So now clearly we're here. Now to get there, you have to go pendulum to change here. Now you have to rotate this to open way for this leg to come over. Boom. And then when we stretch, we have a lot of time here. 1, 2, we have to still change pendulum to this leg because this leg cannot stay empty. You cannot just stay here. If you high hip, you have to still at certain moment change it and even squeeze. Got it? So we go cheeky, 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 and 1, 2, and then stretch your hand. 3, and ideally without bending the back leg. 3. You see that? 3 is the beauty of that step. Go 3. Go this pendulum. Right. No, just this, and then you return. Goom, goom. Yeah, our routine, darling. Remember when we did that slow? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. And see what we're doing here. It's a pendulum, and we just squeeze it, make a little rotation. The same here. Pendulum, rotation, then only step. 3, 4, and 1. Now your fast ones, I noticed that you just doing taps. That's not the best option. Ideally, you get here forward, boom, with the heel down, with the pendulum here, boom. And then as you return, you have to change pendulum on the back, your hip. Have to switch it here, then return here. So you go 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. So constantly switching, changing every single steps. So you can record. Yes. Got it? So try that fast Cuban break, girl. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 3. And even here, when we're doing place change, you don't want to be just only using your legs and feet. You want to still have that almost like a hip pendulum and circle, whoom, 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 to initiate those movements. So it's not only legs and feet. Too close. 3, chic, 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 chirik. Excellent. Cheeky, cheeky, cheek. Then you go ta, 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 ta. So for Batucada, you will have a forward pendulum. So that is very rare. Because normally if you move backward, you will have a back pendulum, right? So if I move back, I'll send this pendulum back, and then I step. But Batucada, it moves back, but we're going to have forward pendulum. So you go forward, forward, cha, 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 cha. Forward pendulum, cha, cha, cha. Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah. You go and cha, 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 chica, 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 chica. Sit. Hippie, hippie, hippie. Stand up, walk. And now, for example, from all of this,
Oh, stand up. That's also
yeah,
another.
all of this, chica, chica, you stand up, you have to now change pendulum, change your hip here. Now you're going back, you have to change, put your hip over that. Yes.
Okay, so
Chica, 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 chica. 1, 2, 3, and now you're having run. So how to do run? So you're gonna Put your hip over that foot, pendulum, and you're gonna rotate that hip. Hip, hip, hip. Instead of leg, leg, leg. Hip, hip, hip. Excellent. And walk, walk, cha, cha, cha. Charge it. And walk, knee up. Two, two, two. And as you put your leg down, you have to put this hip bone on top of it. Cha, cha. One. And two. Fan, fan. Yeah. Do closing. Yeah. And two, switch. Yes, yes, yes.
No, 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 don't go back.
And two. Yeah, don't go back. Yeah. And two.